sit back and you think about it.
Yep.
And I tell that story, but I'm quite sure there's a lot of people who've had stories like that, and you start thinking like, man, that could have went a different way.
Could have went a whole different way.
That could have went a totally different direction. So I thank God for that one. Got one for you. So moving on. About a week or so ago, I had a member who we talk about reaching out and talking to people and having church and stuff. Member comes in, does a transaction, and I'm at the front counter, and all of a sudden, she's telling me something about her transaction. She was almost complaining about something. The next thing, she goes from that to her grandson. Evidently, her story was that her grandson, since COVID, because COVID, you know, people were dying, people were getting sick, man, he got locked into thinking that he was going to get sick. Got locked into thinking that he was going to die. And it got so bad, Kevin, he's been doing this since COVID, since 2000, man. And they can't even get him to come out the house.
Oh, really?
Yes, dude. When he every now and then he might come out the house. He doesn't like to leave his room. He's nervous something that's gonna happen to him. And this is the grandmother just giving it to me, and she's sitting there telling me the story, and I'm just listening, and she, you know, her eyes are watering up, but we talking about God, and I, you know, I'm telling her, I say, you know, you just gotta keep praying. You gotta keep praying. And she said, I pray all the time. She say, the good thing is that he's still with us. I say, he's still with us, and you still got a shot at it. But it's for the last, I think for the last 4 years, man, it's been hard to get him to go anywhere because he thinks something is going to happen to him. And I mean, for you not to want to come out of, it's bad enough for you not to want to come out of the room, but it's even worse. You say they go outside in the yard, have barbecues to try to get him to come out. Every now and then he might come out. He's just afraid, and you know, she say, you know, we believers, and sometimes I just don't know why is this happening to him, and I know all I have is God. I say that's all you got. That's all you got is God. And so at the, you know, and this is a grandmother, man, just pouring her heart out. And so I'm just listening. I'm just listening. So back to when you were talking about people don't have nowhere to go, but she does. She has God. But people also need to communicate what, like we talk about in small groups and stuff like that. Community. And so at the end of that conversation, you know, I come around the corner, and I came around the counter, what have you. Man, as soon as I came around the counter, dude, I was just coming around. I said, you know, this lady needs a hug. As soon as I came around, before I came around the corner, I mean, I'm 6'4", she's about this tall. She just comes to me and just hugs me. She's probably 70 years old, comes to me and hugs me, and I hug her, and I walk her outside. And I could, you know, her situation didn't change, but I could feel her venting and releasing it to someone who's not involved, because she's at home holding all this in,
right? Because
they're all and
everybody she knows about
it, and the whole she even mentioned the whole house is in disarray because of this situation, and they're just going through it, man. And she said, I know it's the devil. I know it's the devil, and I keep telling my family, we've got to continue to lean on God, and so in a situation like, I mean, I'm not a pastor, so all I can tell is that, you know, pray, just continue praying. Hold on, Kevin. So, and then all of a sudden, she says, I said, what's his name? Peter. Peter. Dude. So I got excited. I got excited there. She said, yeah, his mom wanted to name him a biblical name, and she chose Peter. I said, you know what? I'm not worried. I say, I'm not worried. I said, you continue praying. You continue praying, and God got something planned for Peter. He's got something big planned for him. I'm telling you, at some point in time, I don't know when, but Peter's gonna be walking on water.
Just like Peter in the Bible.
Exactly.
It's like Peter in the Bible. I mean that's ironic, isn't it? Because Peter in the Bible, it's Peter was one of my favorite people in the Bible. People always go, why you like Peter? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Because he just treated Jesus like this.
Yeah,
right? I mean, they were just boys.
Yeah, they was buddies. Yeah, look like he was closer. He was closer to Jesus.
They were just boys. He just boys.
Yeah.
Jesus tell him something. He tell Jesus, no.
Yeah.
Peter, you gonna deny me 3 times? Oh, Jesus, come on now. I'm not gonna deny you. Yeah. Man, I die. Come on now, you know I die for you.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop it. Peter. Pull the cockroach. You gonna deny? Come on now, Jesus. All right, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Peter, I know you believe in me, but when you've been converted. Oh, come on, Jay. What are you talking about, man? We boys.
Yeah.
When you've been converted.
Yeah.
Go tell your brother. Oh, come on now. I mean, Peter, that's odd. Peter's always stubborn. And that's what it sounded like, that young man. He says, I get it from an emotional standpoint. Fear, we just talked about it. Fear's gripped him over what happened with COVID, and he's afraid, I don't want to leave my room because you guys are all contaminated. Okay, I'll come down, but I'm not going outside the house because out here it's contaminated. So I come into the yard every blue morning, I go back, I feel sick, something not right. It's that fear. It will turn you into a hypochondriac. Everything's wrong. If somebody gets sick, sneeze next to you. You'd be like Howard Mandel used to be. Oh my God, germs. Don't shake hands. Don't touch nobody. I mean, Ma, can you imagine living your life like that? Don't touch nobody. No hug. Human touch is so important. And when we can't touch people, we can't connect with people. I mean, that's part of keeping yourself healthy. I mean, physically healthy, you have to connect with people.
Exactly.
And that's why in this technology age, a lot of people, so you guys are not remote, but a lot of people, man, who work remote, they're anxious to go back to the office. Now, you got some folks who don't want to go back.
They don't like communicating.
There's a lot of people who want to go back because they miss the human connection. Right? They're on Teams, they're on Zoom, they're online.
Yeah, exactly.
But they miss that human contact. And people don't understand that. We have to have that. That's part of keeping us healthy.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically healthy.
Yeah.
Talking to people, having contact with people.
Exactly.
Touching people, going out laughing. Man, I was so happy when COVID lifted to go out to a restaurant and see everybody.
And see everybody.
Yeah. And people you don't even know. It's just people outside. Like we sit at the park. We see people coming through the park sometimes.
Exactly.
In church. It's good to be back in church. So you need that human touch.
And so, and that being said, that's why I think, because we need that human touch, that's why I think that her being able to vent, grandmother being able to vent and talk and get it off her chest, to me, yeah, she's talking to God, but for her, it was helpful for her to get it off her chest with someone that she could physically see, and she could physically touch. And I guarantee you, when I walked out the door, I don't know if one of the grandkids had dropped off, and next thing you know, the truck comes around to pick her up, and I could feel a little weight
just lifted
off of her.
She walking a little lighter.
When she left. But man, you just, we talk about that church thing, we talk about community, and you talk about being able to touch people, speak to people, and you gotta have more than, you can read the Bible all day long. You can read the Bible all day long, but you gotta Yeah, I think you got to be able to walk it too, you know. And you can't walk it. You can't walk it alone.
Nope.
Jesus didn't walk alone.
Nope.
You know, he had his people with him.
People with him.
Had his little posse with him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yep. You got to. It's just that humanity's built for community and human connection.